What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big NCAA basketball show. Thank you guys so much for your support. Let's have a big Friday. Start the weekend right, full of cash. We move on, 2 p.m. Eastern. We head over to the SEC tourney quarterfinal. Florida Gators 14-8, 9-7 in conference versus Tennessee Volunteers 17-7, 10-7 in conference. We're at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. And let's see what we are dealing with here. And I guess, has this game been moved to 2:30? I had 2 p.m. It looks like it might be at 2:30 now. Tennessee opening up as 3-point favorites. That's where it stands right now. Although one book has moved it to 2.5, and it is an indicator book. The total sitting at 133 right across the board. Florida did an excellent job handling the loss of star Keontae Johnson this year. They closed the regular season with a 72-70 home loss to Missouri, followed that up with a 65-54 loss at these Tennessee Volunteers on Sunday. Florida was seemingly in control of that game. Got outscored 37-21 in the second half. Leading scorer Trey Mann did not play in that game. He's been dealing with migraines. He returned for Florida's 69-63 win over Vanderbilt in the second round of the SEC tournament, scoring 22 points and adding 7 rebounds, 6 assists. They will go as far as Trey Mann takes them. They shoot the ball well, hitting 47% from the field, 35.5% from 3, 75.3% from the line. Tennessee was not playing very good ball down the stretch. They won 3 of 6, alternated wins and losses. Their wins came against South Carolina, Vanderbilt, and Florida without Trey Mann. They're led in scoring by guards Jaden Springer, Victor Bailey, and Keon Johnson, all average double digits. Springer hitting 46.2% from 3. They don't light up the scoreboard. They average 72.5 points per game, but they play very strong defense, allowing 62.7 points per game. They play clean ball, turn the ball over only 12.3 times a game. They hit 44.3% from the field, 33.6% from 3, and can be trusted at the line, hitting 74.5%. Very interesting spot here. SEC quarterfinal. Max, take it away. Florida, Tennessee.
Jim, I'll just say this first. I'm not a bracketologist, so if some people are dumbfounded by my dropping Ohio State to 12, just take it for the humor that I intended it for. But getting to this game, Jim, when I look at Tennessee, there's always a danger in backing Tennessee because you just never know when they're going to make shots and when they're not going to make shots. Yes, they play top 25 defense in the nation. They lock you down on the three-point line. They really make it hard for you to convert on the interior. And when you have the ball, they're going to try and take it away from you. I think that it comes down to 2 guys that you mentioned. With Jaden Springer and Keon Johnson, these are the 2 5-stars that Rick Barnes brought in, and this is the time to see them freaking perform and do what they're supposed to do, and that is lead this backcourt. That was going to be the weakness of this team coming into the season. They've done a great job of filling that void, but now we got to see more. I thought that Yee Pons and John Fulkerson would both be 14-7, 14-8 type guys. Obviously, that has not facilitated, but when you look at the numbers for this Tennessee team, they are an efficient team. They do take care of the basketball and do a good job of crashing the glass and balancing out their shot selection. I think when you look at their ability to avoid blocks and be able to actually get balls on the backboard, they do a good job of that. I think that as long as Tennessee can score at the free throw line and they don't get hung up and 3-point happy, this is a team that's going to win with their defense. Containing Mann and Noah Locke, that's a very tall task. I think that they're going to be able to do that. I think that they're going to show their class of defense. I think that when you have physical big men, you got to get them touches because that's what's going to get you those extra free throw attempts and push Florida's front court depth into danger mode. Colin Castleton is a talented offensive player, but he is not the most stout. He is not the most strong defensively minded guy, especially against a guy like Yee Pons or John Fulkerson. I think that, like I said, it's time for Springer and Johnson to take the starring role. And with Tennessee, don't fall behind. You can't afford to be freaking playing with fire, especially against this Florida team that's going to be out for some revenge. Win the battle at the free throw line, force Florida to use their depth, take the ball away from them and slow the tempo down. Don't try and run and gun with them. And if you can make it difficult for Florida to hit 3-point shots, we know that they're very dangerous from there. Well, then you're going to make your task a lot easier. I look at Tennessee in this spot. I take them up until 3.5. So if you can get me a better number than that, Jim, I'll be quite content taking the Vols. But I don't. But Jim, before you line shot for me, I'll tell you, I don't support drinking Jack Daniels. I support betting the Tennessee Volunteers, but not Jack Daniels. It's garbage, piss whiskey.
No, I know you have a sophisticated bourbon palate, Max, and I respect that very much. I can get you the Tennessee Volunteers -3 at -110, available at FanDuel.
Sounds good to me, bud.
Let's do it.